Listen, God, this really starting to get me to giggle. I'm like, hold up, God, did you send me out to the hotel? To try. I really just been lay up in a hotel room and don't do a fuck thing for almost 30 days. And I really want to trash it because I do want to be a brat and don't want to have to pay for it myself. Please God, I don't really want to have to do my hair or my makeup too much. I'm a fucking brat and fuck them bitches. If they don't think I'm gorgeous like this, then I don't want them motherfuckers looking at me no goddamn motherfucking way. Just because I look like a motherfucking beauty queen when I get fucking dolled up don't mean I'm a different motherfucking person. I'm the same goddamn bitch like this that I am when I got my fucking face on. So you know what, fucked up, go fuck yourself. And that's how I feel about it. And I think this shit's fucking hilarious. Because this is what the guy in me is like. And you're gonna like the guy in me or you're not gonna like the fucking woman in me. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, God? And I just fucking, the whole fucking, it's just ridiculous to me. I'm like, really, y'all? All that? For real? I thought bitches got it. And they had like fucking, I was like, y'all war paintings for real, y'all. I'm like, oh my God, you know what? Fuck it. This is me, bitch. You either fucking like me or you motherfucking don't. That's just the way I am. And then I started thinking about God, and I was like, listen, Jehovah, listen, me and Ducky fucked this room up. And let Ducky fuck it up. I let Ducky fuck out the room. I let Ducky fuck up the room. And we did, girl. Hold on, I should show you this shit too. We fucked up the bathroom. I'm not even gonna lie about this shit. We had so much fun with that shit. And I'm not motherfucking taking it off because I can't motherfucking get it off. And that's what's so funny about it. And I'm like, well, oh yeah, look, and then I did duct tape. I did duct tape the door, and I'm sad because God, listen, this is the fucking funny part about it. Oh yeah, and don't even get me about the party stream shit on the fucking TV. And I had such a great time playing with Ducky, and listen, now he did talk me into it. I was like, Ducky, is you bullshitting, Granny? I know you was not coming over here in my sleep telling me you're a super ninja sent from heaven. And we're on a covert operation to get Barbara to go to the loony bin so we can go on a shopping spree. And I said, why? And he said, because that's going to get me better and I'm going to get in my powers back and they're going to be super strong. And I said, oh, no way, really? And Ducky said, yeah, because he had a key. And he said he knew where another golden key was, too. And he could take me there. And we can open up the door to the grid map. And then Halen, she knows how to go to the guys that go have their money hidden in the ground in a safe. And they have a key to it. And it's golden, too. And Ducky knows how to get to the guys with the golden keys. And Halen, listen, you're going to be coming for Halen because she's a gold-digging bitch. And she just started breathing a couple months ago, but she likes her granny style. And she robs bitches blind really good. She loves it. She's her favorite granny's robber. And she loves robbing bitches for granny. And she don't ask permission like Ducky does, because Ducky, he likes to shoot bitches if Granny says yes. And he'll say, Granny, right here, right here, right here, just put the red mark between our eyes, Granny, and say push, and I'll push a button, and we'll blow their brains out. And just say push, Granny, and we'll blow their brains out, and we'll get a golden key. And I say, no, Ducky, don't do that. We can't do that. We're going to wait and let Mama say yes, because if your mom don't tell us we can push on the button, we can't push the button yet, Ducky. Just wait for Mama to say it's okay to Granny, all right? And then we'll push a button on the people's brain, okay? And blow up their nose out, okay? And Ducky likes that shit when you push a button on their brain and that worm goo comes out their nose. Holy shit, he really does like it. He fucking loves that shit. Who's stupid now, bitch? And he really likes it. And he's like, come on, Granny. And then Lacey, he said, whoops, you're a sir or something, Granny, because Halen's a big ass bitch. She's almost as bad as you. And she don't give a fuck. All she cares about is gold. She loves your style. She said, whoa, I like that. We did what now? What we supposed to do? Whatever we want, get in the buggy really fast and give it to Granny. And then we go through the line. Everybody gets their bag full. And whoever gets the most bag wins. And that's how you play shopping spree. And Dougie told her, yeah, and if you didn't get your shit in the buggy fast enough, somebody else would get their shit in the buggy. And then you really want to hurt somebody bad. And she said, why didn't you try to hurt nobody? And he said, well, listen, I don't care about the shopping buggy because I know my granny gets a lot of shopping gruggies up. And I know this, she don't want me to kill nobody unless mommy says. And Halen, she said, hey, listen, don't fucking talk about what mommy says around here. All right, it's over. And he said, this shit just grunted her ass. She don't care. She just lost her job. And she don't give a fuck. She just really likes my style. And she wants to be just like me. So she goes hard. And she got superpowers. So she don't give a fuck. If someone's standing in between me and my money, my granddaughter's not gonna wait for me to say pull the trigger. She's gonna pull it herself because she don't give a fuck. And your brain's gonna turn to worm and come out your nose because she got superpowers to like real style. And I was like, whoa, bitches, y'all tripping. And no, I don't think so because they come and play with me at night. And I said, well, didn't you bring Halen over here tonight and play with me? And they did, God. Both of them came tonight. I said, oh, both you little brats, you sickle fuckers. Why'd you come to my house to wake me up to play with you every time you late want to get out of your damn party? Running over here and keeping me up all motherfucking night trying to play fucking round good time. And they do this shit to me every night, God. And if I close my eyes, I still dream this shit. And when I wake up, I'm talking about this shit. And I'll just have the weirdest fucking dream of my whole goddamn life. God, it was fucking crazy. I was like, you told me about getting dreams, so this is what's going on, y'all. It's fucking crazy shit. So, yeah, that's all these superpowers, right, out of fucking nowhere, just because I've been being good, right? And then, woo, Maya came, and I was like, uh-oh, bitches, I know it's a wrap, because God told me so much motherfucking shit about Maya. I heard about Maya, and heard about Maya, and heard about Maya, and heard about Maya, heard about Maya, and heard about Maya, and heard about Maya. And he said, oh, God, wait till Maya gets here. This is a motherfucking rap because the gangster will come out the granny ASAP. And I was like, God, that can't be true. And he said, yeah, because Halen got a little bit of a bad temper and she gets it from her granny. And everybody may say she gets it from her papa, but trust and fucking believe that's her granny's goddamn temper. And she got a little bit of black in there, and she gets super mad. She just sees black, and it's alright. Somebody got fucked up. It's really not her fault, and she gets that from me. And she don't give a fuck. She likes that about herself because every piss it off, she saw black, and then that's not her problem anymore. It's too bad. It's your fault. That's what the fucking deal is. And Helen gets it from me. And so she got her superpower. And she knows how to bust bitches' brains out. Just thinking about it hard. She just imagines a bullet. It'll push right here in between their brain. And she pushes it harder. And she just focuses on their face. And she pushes a bullet and it's out. And their brain will explode on the inside and the gum will come out of their nose. She likes it, and she really does do it, and she don't give a fuck because she got a superpower. She can move shit with her mind, and she can push things to happen. If she makes you think she's shoving a bullet into your brain will collapse. I promise. She has wild ass powers, and she's really not been breathing that long. And she's on a motherfucking ego trip, and she's at my house, and she just let me know what's up. Because we're doing it granny gangster style, and they're over here trying to get me to stop dreaming about my dream, right, God? The fucking wild, crazy shit you did to me that day, Lord. I said, listen, God, I love you so motherfucking much. Whoa, man. Yeah, bitch. All right. I can see how powerful I am. I started feeling my angel wings, and I was like, hold up, motherfucker. I passed a job test, and I got a crown of glory. I passed a job test, and I got a crown of glory. Okay, and I gotta go to the loony bin, because nobody's gonna fucking believe me when I start telling them the truth. They're gonna fucking lock me up anyway. So I'm just gonna go to the loony bin, and I'm gonna fucking tell them the truth and let them lock me up and see if I'm crazy or not. And when they think I'm crazy, I'm gonna say, okay, you're right. I am crazy. I'm crazy. Okay, I brought myself to the loony bin, so can I get my check now? And when they give me my check, I gotta go home, be a good girl. Okay, I can be the mom, and I can be the kid and snack bottles and watch Scooby Doo all day. And they can see me on the camera, and I can tell them how anointed I am. And that's how we're gonna get rich and famous, because I'm crazy, and God gave me a certificate to prove it. And this is what has gonna have to happen. So I can play bottles. I like that shit. And God said, yeah, that's what really is going to make the world hate the fuck out of me when they see what I really, really do. Because people listen, they're so fucked up. I was like, all right, yeah, you're right. He was like, listen, all these years I've been listening to the wrong motherfuckers. Don't listen to bitches no more. That's what we're called haters, and they were lying to you. You really did have something wrong with you. In fact, you still do, to be real. It is a dissociative identity disorder. Kennedy did listen, and she knows what's wrong with you. She's grown now, and it's time to change this history of things and fix it. And she's going to help me get some help because she old enough to be my mommy now. And God said yes, and that's going to help me go to the hospital so I can get some help, and then we can be her kid again. And that's really what is going to make people get pissed the fuck off. Because you guys just don't motherfucking realize how ridiculously well it fucking works. And that's what really fucking irritates people, and they can't fucking stand it. They want us to fucking cohere to their rules because they're not like us, because they have to live like grunts. And I'm like, you're right, God. I fucking was listening to the wrong ass motherfuckers, because when I started doing the shit them motherfuckers that I was doing, I was like, man, this don't seem like me. I heard this and this and this and this and this about me. And I started doing that shit, and I was like, that don't seem right. I ain't never done none of this shit before. What the fuck? And I was like, I don't remember none of this shit. So I obviously was listening to the wrong motherfuckers. I said I have amnesia. So y'all bitches just telling me whatever the fuck y'all feel like telling me I did before to make some shit up, because I don't motherfucking remember what I was like before. Well, thank you, Jesus. My daughter did. I was like, oh, yes, God, we did. She passed that job test. I love you, God. We did that shit together, and we out that shit together. I said, you know what, God, you're perfect every time, every time, every time, every time. You're perfect every time. And I can't wait to go to the loony bin. Fuck it. I'm just like, whatever, God. I know I'm fucking crazy. I'm thankful for that. That's how I survived this shit. And like you told me, come here, let me help you introduce you to this girl. She's your older sister. She just lives inside you. She's still a part of you. And just split it up a little bit. She's getting this part of your soul and that part of your soul. Oh, listen, God told me He gave me a twin flame. I said, oh, God damn. That was the best shit ever. I said, oh my God, what the fuck? Listen, the dreams I was having when I went to sleep last night was fucking insane, because God told me about this crazy shit I got, right? Some crazy wild anointing that pretty much lets me get away with anything, because everything I've been through for Him, that nobody can touch me for nothing, because He'll make sure my grandmother's out, so don't fuck with my granddaughter, because my grandson was zappy long before you get a thought over your head. Trust me, it's really a fucking family power. I promise. And it, like, just because don't even start to fucking think about thinking more about it. Well, I don't kill you if the other one thinks you're thinking about thinking something wrong about us. God said we really overuse our superpowers once we get them established. Well, He said we're really arrogant about it, and we really will fucking put a bullet between your eyes and like that. If we just think about a bullet in your eyes, we really will get vicious with it, and put bullets between people's eyes, and we'll get arrogant with it. It will be good, because me and Helen are on a gold digging spree for the next 20 motherfucking years. He said, listen, Kennedy, it's what God told Mommy. He said, for the next 20 motherfucking years, me and Helen is going to be on a gold digging shopping spree. He said, watch when I get out of this fucking holy jail. And I got rules I gotta apply by when I go in this bitch. It's a holy prison for me. And when I reach my 40 days of fasting, I can come out. God said, watch it, go make for sure I don't have to worry past 40 days. And then I can come home. And I said, oh, thank you, God, because I'm so tired of fucking bouncing around. I just want to get my check and go home, please, God, because I don't want to be in that bitch a long time. But if I have to be in there for a long time, I will. But, you know what I'm saying? I really would like for you to just get the thing next and let me be to just see that shit on a camera so they'll know I'm not talking trash. I just really would like to get it out there in my 40 days, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't like it documented that it had occurred in front of people. And I wanted to get in front of people to do it. And God said He would take me there where it was safe, where nobody would get hurt. Because if He shut it up for everybody in the block like that, that I would get hurt or somebody would shoot me. So I can't do it outside in public because it will help bright my light will shine on the camera. And God said I gotta be careful when I do it in this facility because it will shine so fucking bright. And Kay has to go tell them she gotta make sure I'm on a camera. And she needs to be able to see me in a room with a camera and just let them know what this is. And it will work until don't stop and just stay fasted. And God said it will show up on camera. And don't worry. But we can't do it where everybody can see it like up on the block. Because everybody will freak out and they will try to kill me and ambulances and stuff will come. I don't want that to happen with nobody. But what's up gonna happen is Fresh is gonna go in with me. So we're both gonna do it. And I seriously think James is gonna try to go too. And I feel like he's rooting for me. And I like that. I'm like, oh, I really like him. And I wanted to punch him in the mouth so hard it broke his face. And when I saw Becky and Halen, I say, what the fuck, boy? What the hell? Okay, so that's the grandma out me. Anyway, God, so I don't like talking about that. I think James is rooting for me, and I appreciate that, God. I cast a love spell, bitches. I cast a fucking love spell. I did over the whole fucking universe. And that bitch is so goddamn strong. Oh my God, and it's working like a motherfucker. I said, oh God, listen, God was telling me some shit last night about staying in the house and doing all this shit and being done and getting ready to change and become great and powerful. And I said, okay, when I get out, I can finish telling my story. And God said, yeah. And I said, okay, well, then that's a great part about it, ain't it? And He said, it's pretty good. The amazing part about it was every time I thought I was better, I got better. And then once I thought I was great, oh, how grand I would be. And I was like, oh, I fucking love you, God. He still talks me up all the time. He said I passed a Job test, right? And I got this crown of glory and this cloud, this robe, this Jesus covering that comes down and shows how big my angel wings are. And when this light starts to shine on my body, it's going to freak out the fucking staff in this facility because we're going to warn them that it's going to happen and they need to catch it on camera. And if I call Kay and tell them that they're not cameraing me, she's going to have a problem with it because she wants them to study this shit on my body because it's something that God gave me. And she wants them to study it and see how what's it about because it's something crazy and we know it's not a lie because look, that's the baby we was talking about. And so we've got some crazy stuff going on in my body and we need to get it fixed. And then she say, come here and we're going to show them the videos. And I said, well, fuck it. I don't give a fuck anymore. I know something's wrong with me. Trina just said, try to get Uncle Tom to stick his sticker in me. You ain't sticking your sticker in me. And I was screaming. No, bitch, not your sticker don't go in me. If Trina can do it, and that's fine with her, but not with me. We ain't getting sticker. No way. I don't know what that is, and it ain't sticking in me. So stick your sticker in it. myself and take me the fuck home. Cause I'm telling some goddamn body what the fuck you bitches are trying to do to me. Oh, hell to the fuck no. I was throwing a fit, bitch. What the fuck? And I got slapped in the mouth and kicked in the back and stuck in the closet. I'm gonna shut my fucking mouth before I got choked to death. And it was a horrible bitch. She didn't give a fuck. And I was only like 10, so I was like, Jesus Christ, I know we don't fucking do that stuff at your age. I was like, that can't be right. I ain't never seen mama get stuck. I was screaming, bitch, take me the fuck home. I need to go home. But I wasn't cussing because I wasn't old enough to cuss. And Trina told me she's going to kill me. And when they got through sticking each other, she grabbed me by my hair and punched me in the back of my head and thumped me in my ear and kicked me in my fucking shin and stomped on my fucking toe. Trina was fucking mean. And then she grabbed me by my throat and she fucking squeezed me and she went, if you ever fucking tell anybody what the fuck just happened in there, I'll kill you. I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you. I'll just keep squeezing your throat like I'm squeezing your throat down. I'll fucking kill you. That was crazy. And she used to do this to me a lot. And she just did that, but that was crazy. And she did it a lot. She liked to do that to me. She just squeezed my throat until she said my eyes popping out my head, and then she let my throat go sometimes. And she felt like it. And sometimes she'd stick me, but I don't let her. Yeah, bitch, you killed me. You fucking dirty bitch, you killed me. Yeah, Trina was vicious. Vicious. She really treated me like a live baby doll. She could beat the death when mom wasn't looking. She was horrible. Yeah, that was really fucking crazy. She held me in the bathtub. And took me out of the water until she then choke me and kill me and drown me. And she hated me. She was, mama never had me. And how I wasn't my real dad, and they lied to me and said it was my dad just to shut me the fuck up about asking about who my dad was. He's just some guy who felt sorry for me and didn't even want no kids, and he left his own kids, and he just felt sorry because I didn't have nobody that wanted me, and I kept crying and whining about it. And she just hoped I fucking drowned. She really did. She was a horrible person. John was really mean to me. So she figured out a way to get rid of the body. She was just gonna throw me into the oven, in the living room, and she was just gonna let me burn up and put the ashes in the field across the road until Mama ran away. She told me to shove me in there. She put my hand on it one day just to show me. It was fucking crazy, man. She didn't give a fuck. That bitch was fucking nuts. And she's telling me, you better motherfucking learn to lie, bitch. Because if you don't fucking learn to lie, I'm gonna fucking kill your ass. And I say, oh, Trinina, pussy lie. You better ask your God to tell you how to lie. Oh, yes, that's what really was to piss God off the most. He said, man, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take my first your sister, and I'm going to take that demon that she fucking hangs out with her whole fucking life, and I'm going to shove it so down, far down her motherfucking throat, it's going to become a fucking part of her and eat her the fucking alive. And when that motherfucker goes to rear his ugly head at you, I'm going to send him straight to motherfucking hell. I'm like, that, oh, really, God? He said, yeah, I'm telling you, this is the last motherfucking time I'm gonna let your sister do any motherfucking thing to her. I'm gonna help you get the truth out and let people know what a terrible demon Trina has inside of her and how she rages it out on you. And we're gonna have proof and back it up, and people are gonna understand what you've been through your whole life. And then you're gonna be alright, and nobody will be able to hurt you anymore. And Kate can be the kid mom. And we can watch Scooby Doo just like normal and play Xbox and suck bottles and shop and go to the beach and rape people's wallets just like normal because I'm supposed to preach over the word. And that's my job for real, for real. And then the people try to lie to me and say I was a prostitute. And that was a lie. I never prostituted myself for nobody before. I never did no shit like that, you fucking liars. I was like, God damn, Jehovah, what the fuck kind of fucking family do I have? I have fucking dissociative identity disorder. Sometimes I know who I am and sometimes I don't. They know I have that amnesia thing where something traumatic happens. I have amnesia. And they know I turned 3 years old again. And my family knows that's not the first time this shit's happened to me. It happened to me when my mom was alive. And it happened to me before. And I told them it was going to happen when mom died. So instead of doing the right thing and getting me some help mentally, no, my family really treated me like shit. And God said they still truth and they always have, just like what Joseph's family did when they took him and put him in the thing and sold him to the people for slaves. God said my people were worse than that. They were really big pieces of shit. God said they were like, yeah. And you don't even want to put it really on your feet and get off of that shit because they get away from that shit. And God said they're nasty and think of them as ash. I don't think of them as people anymore. God said they're not related to me at all. And fuck them. And stay away from them nasty bitches because they were ash and they're just going to burn to death and leave a smudge. And God said he didn't want a smudge on me. So he got on a blackout of me in front of P-Pie. So she could know him was holy and clean and we could go to the holy place and tell him what's up and to see the phoenix grow on my body in the camera and prove it was a real and don't lie about it and tell him God loves me enough to prove his love for me on the camera. That's why I'm better than you bitches. Nah. God loves me enough to prove his love for me on the camera. And that's why I'm better than you bitches. Because God loves me enough to prove his love for me on the camera. And God wants me to go to the place and let him know that and tell Kay and show him the videos and say he wants me to come on the facility because he wants to keep a camera on me so I can fast him for 40 days and 40 nights. I want your phoenix come from the sky all over my body somewhere safe so nobody shoots me and nobody gets hurt. Because God wants to show how much it loves me on a camera for the audience to see. And a light he's going to shine on my body is going to be so fucking bright. The block will be able to see me if I step out the door. And if I don't step out the door, they're going to think my room's on fire for real. Because God wanted to show how much he left me on the camera. So the whole world can see the shit we like about each other. God wants to show all over me about my body on the camera. And prove how many powers I have. And he said that he can prove it on the camera and start really opening it up on the camera. And she needs to tell somebody at the facility that I can stay up on the camera while I'm in the facility and Kenny can take care of the rest and come and get it. That stuff. And God said, yeah, just tell Kennedy this is what it is. We're going to do it like this, and how God said do it, and she'll listen, because Kay knows how to listen. That's really the good part about it, is Kay listens. That's the best part about having Kay on your team. Because Kay listens. I don't always listen, but Kay does good at it. So I was like, okay, God, yeah, so now I'm going to be able to go get some help and really be a small brat for real, and this twin flame shit. Y'all listen about this twin flame shit. By the way, here I am. This will really, God told me to say, here I am fresh. Oh no, hold up, wait, what's the thing I'm supposed to say first? Sorry, y'all. This might be a late introduction. I'm forgetting. I do shit the wrong way sometimes, and still I get it right? Because God said I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and take a shower and do my makeup. Like, no, take a shower, get dressed, and do my makeup. Make myself a schedule, right? And I was like, well, no, that was the first thing he said. I had it, man, fuck. Fuck. He said, because I was busy that day trying to work for Jesus, and he's trying to talk me into some shit, and I said, whatever it is, just tell me when I get there, God, if it's for Jesus, you know I'm down. And he said, blah, 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 for Jesus, and then for some fuck shit, and get your head cut off in the desert. And I was like, whatever, God. He said, well, would you prostitute yourself for Jesus? And I was like, yeah. It's like, I want you to make some money. And I was like, no, man, I never would do that shit to make money unless I would, maybe. I don't know. It don't matter to me. What the fuck? We were talking about prostituting myself for Jesus for God. What's the shit? Don't tell me. And he said, listen, I'm trying to tell you, this is how you prostitute yourself for Jesus. The right way. And I was like, no doubt, right? This is how I do that shit. When I say I prostitute myself for Jesus all those years, people thought I was really prostituting myself for Jesus. Or they just thought I was prostituting myself and saying it was for Jesus or something. I was like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? God, listen, it looks like something's taking over my laptop. I was just looking at the camera, right? I don't know if it's still looking on the camera or what, God. But it looks like this. What the fuck kind of crazy shit? This application is not responding. We'll fucking make it respond. And now I can't hit the button. Oh no, it's all better. That shit's not funny, God. It had me weirding the fuck out for nothing. Like, what the hell kind of crazy wild shit you got going on here? So anyway, God, Ducky taught me to go into the loony bin in her covert ops. I was like, what the fuck, Doug? You're fucking crazy, man. I love these nights that we have. Okay, they said my crazy day started. My crazy day started, was it yesterday? Night before last. Yesterday, night before last, right? I was in there crying and throwing a fit, right? Because I was looking a little lonely. And I wasn't trying to contact Fresh. And I didn't try to contact Ducky. And I didn't try to contact Kay. And I was crying. And I was crying, 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 I was crying. I wanted a hug. And I was crying because God didn't show me no love. And I was crying. And the next day, there comes Kennedy. And there was the Ducky. And then there was Halen. And I got to play with Halen all day. And I was there, and I got a lot of hugs from Ducky, and I was like, oh, a lot of them all day. He really heard me crying. I said, oh, Ducky heard me crying. I thought, oh, Ducky heard me crying. Because he damn sure spent almost fucking day loving me. Oh, poor baby. He thinks I'm his responsibility, too. And he comes over to my house that night and tries to get me to go covert operating with him. And I dig it too. I'm like, okay, so let's listen what happened. So then last night, night before, I was crying. And then Ducky came over. Okay, so then Ducky came over. Kennedy went home last night. And then Ducky came over last last night, right? And that's why he's crying and whining today. And I knew he was going to be a fucking asshole for Kennedy today. Because he realized I am going to California and how far that is, and he's not going to be able to see me like he thought he was going to be able to see me, and he really is worried. He wants to make for sure he's going to see me really a lot again, and he loves me, and it bothers him I'm going that far away, and he wants to know if he can talk to me on the phone and just make for sure we know what's going on with each other. And I told him, yeah, and he was really upset about it. He thought I was just maybe going to the loony bin down the road a long time or something. And he was really thinking I was only going to go to there for a week or two and not for a couple months. But really, it's probably going to be about 2 months. And that's really the truth. And so this really was going to happen. And then I will come home. And Ducky, he knows what's going to happen. And he knows. And he's not too happy about it at all. And he was a dick today to Kennedy. He was really a dick. And I knew he was going to be because he was not fucking happy when he found out I was going to the loony bin on Monday. He wasn't happy at all. He was fucking not happy because he can't come up there and see me because he can't bring his sister and he knows it. And he can't come up there and see me because he can't bring kids to the loony bin. We play. There's nowhere to play at the loony bin except for if you're loony. And Ducky doesn't like that shit at all. But he thinks we can get real good at our sniper powers. And maybe we can practice it on people and just not necessarily push a bullet in their brain, but just give them migraines or something really hard or make them whack their head into the wall. He's probably promised that we're going to do this and practice whacking people's head into the wall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mom. Well, we could do that shit, and Ducky wants to do that shit too. And just practice it. But Halen just really wants to shoot bitches in the skull. They're just really wanting them to get better so they can get practicing. That's all. And then I'm like, well, then they want me to go because I can get better and come back well. And I want to. Because how else am I going to be able to tell my story if I don't get better first? I mean, I can't fucking tell my story if I'm not better first, right? What the hell? I don't know how y'all bitches are trying to tell y'all a story, but motherfuckers, I'm going to tell it how I want to. But what's funny is I thought I was maybe fucking it up a little bit because, first of all, I be asking God for crazy shit. And I say, God, listen, sometimes, boy, you let me get it right on an accident, because I be trying to get shit right so fucking hard, God, I don't be getting that shit right. I be fucking it up. And if I get that shit right on an accident, that's really what makes me happy. I'm like, I got it right on an accident. I accidentally got it right. What is that, God, bro? I just naturally got something right just by being myself. I got it right. And even though I was trying really hard to get it right, I fucked it all up and still got it right. Well, if that isn't perfection, I don't know what the fuck is. And God told me, listen, I was going to get super tardo, ridiculously, narcissistically, eccentrically arrogant. He said it was going to get really fucking bad. Because when I realized how powerful I was going to get mean. Because I've been through so much that I had a right to, because God told me don't be nice no more. And God said when I realized how big my angel wings were, and that we were at war with the world, that listen, God said he was going to fuck everybody up on my mouth, on my command, on my behalf, on my command. And that whatever superpower was necessary to make that person disappear at that moment, that would occur. Like, say, I want to lightning and strike the bitch between the eyes. It would, and the damn bastard would fucking drop dead. And God said, yeah, he's gonna show out like a motherfucker. Like, I'm just gonna be able to shoot lightning bolts out my fingertips for real, bitches. And God told me it ain't gonna fucking matter where I'm at, because if I don't want to be there anymore, I'll just teleport the fuck out. You'll only be able to put me where I want to be, because I'll have special powers and you can't touch me. And I know how to do whatever God wants me to do on command. It's no big deal. And he said what he's going to do is he's going to come and take my body from me. And he's going to dwell inside of me. And the light on my body is going to shine like a beacon in the night for Jesus on the camera. And nothing's going to stop it, because I'm so anointed. And he wants to prove to the world how much he loves me, because I'm his baby, and he's my lover, and I'm married to Jesus, and I'm his ride or die for real. Yeah, Jesus, he don't play about me. I really am the bride of Christ. I promise I am. For real, that's a real ass truth, ain't it, God? And he wants to put me somewhere safe so I can go on my 40-day fast. So my light can shine bright like a beacon in the night for Jesus, like it did in the camera before. Only it's gonna get brighter this time. And he wanted somebody to provide the stability for me to do it on the camera, and so we can be in safety where nobody can break in and nothing to see when it's all light about, because it'll be shining super fucking bright and it could look like a bomb if somebody wasn't expecting it to happen. But that's why God wants me to be somewhere secure where I can be watched and monitored with my laptop. And so I can get this popping. And God said, this is the perfect place to see the Phoenix in California. And just to get my disability started. And the videos, Kay can watch and stream and all that stuff for me when I get to California. You see this crazy shit? Yeah. And God said, don't worry about the rest of the world, because we don't give a fuck about them bitches anyway. Just worry about this thing me and Fresh got going on, because that's what's really going to make me powerful. Because I got to get better for Ducky. I did that already. And God said I got to get gangster for Halen. And this powerful shit, this Willie, Fresh is so great. I so love him. Fresh is what's going to make me powerful, and that's what makes me great for Fresh. Because the more he entices me to use my powers with him, the stronger my powers get. And I get strong powers with Fresh, and that's what makes me great. And I get powerful for K, for Fresh. It's great. And like I said, I get powerful for Fresh for K, and powerful for K for Fresh. And so it feeds it, and it makes me more and more powerful. And I keep getting more and more powerful. And God said, watch how many powers I really have in the future when I fast for my 40 days. That this light will shine on my body like it shows in the camera. on my phone. And that's how the world will know who I am. And they won't be able to doubt it. God said it's a glory cloud before me. A crown of glory. You know, like, God, I super love you. So when I go to this facility, I'm going to tell them that I need to check myself into a clinic. Because when I fast and pray, this thing kind of appears on my body, and I can't help it. And it's really bright. And it shows up on the camera super large. And when I fast and pray, and I had to go on a 40-day fast, because I met my twin flame, and I'm fucking wild over him, and I couldn't stop thinking about him. And he's telepathic, and he reads my mind, and so it's like he can call me from across the fucking world, and I'll be able to hear him in my mind, and I've tested this out. I walked right into him, like, she's like, are you crying? God said, go out in the hallway, first one to know if you're crying. I was like, God, don't play. And he's like, yeah, turn the camera and go out in the hallway, because first you're wondering if you're crying. Because I kept thinking, damn, that bitch smells fresh as fuck. Like, that's everything looks fresh, smells fresh, dresses fresh. I bet that bitch tastes motherfucking fresh. God, I said, oh, goddamn, you don't know the shit I want to do to this motherfucker. I was like, oh, listen, I am the best wife in the world. And yes, I do belong to you. Yes, 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 yes. You are so right. You are perfect for me, and there is nothing wrong with you any fucking way. He's awesome. He's my twin flame. So then I was like, wait a minute. So he's telepathic, right? And I'm telepathic. And then he keeps trying to get me to let him read my mind and him read my mind. It's wild. He said sometimes he says the wrong thing about me. He's so sweet. But listen, God told me to go down the hallway because Fresh was wondering if I was crying. And I was like, really, God? He's like, turn the camera on. So I go down the hallway. Right? I'm all right in, and that bitch, he's all leaning up on the wall looking super fucking sexy. I'm like, oh, damn. This bitch so fucking fine to me. I say, he said, have you been crying? This is the first words out of his mouth. I swear to God, as soon as I seen him, he said, have you been crying? And I was like, oh, God, I know this smile on camera. And it really was. I still got that shit. I was like, And then he threw my arms around him. No, that was another day. I was like, no, well, I gotta cry about Jesus Christ himself in my face on the camera, but I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, fuck it, y'all. Y'all about to see my fucking light shine bright like a beacon in the night for Jesus, for Christ's sake. And I'm gonna have to tell my fucking whole life story on the camera because God's gonna make me do this shit. So the world will know they gotta bow down and worship me because I really am a queen. I'm just humble as fuck. But he's gonna make my angel wings appear on the camera. He wants me to be somewhere safe. So I don't, what's that thing called? Get shot. And nobody gets hurt. Because nobody's gonna know what it is. And they won't listen if I don't tell them beforehand. So I'm gonna have to go in there and tell somebody the truth. I'll tell them. You know, it's okay to take this video to the motherfucker and almost some time and see this last video. And there. You can take me to the loony bin now, please, because I need some help. I think I got multiple personality disorders. And I also think I'm anointed with this phoenix thing, right? It's gonna glow in the camera and really fucking bright. Because I got proof it did it before. That's what happens when I fast and pray. And God said he gave me multiple personalities to be able to deal with the trauma I was going to have to go through because of what the devil did to me. And then he was going to show up in the camera and tell the world how much he loved me because I really was his chosen bride. And then he wanted the world to know without a doubt. On God's day, he'll show the world these videos and then let them see this shit. Tell them this is what I'm trying to do, and then let them know what is going to happen, and let them know it's going to occur. Because when I reach my 40 days, this light's going to shine on my body. And God wants me somewhere safe, where people are prepared for what's going to happen, and then there are cameras on me when it does. And that's part of the thing. Like God said, that He wants to make sure that occur for me. And then get somebody to give me some help and tell Kenzie to take these videos to the psychiatric ward and let them see. And I do have problems with myself mentally, and I am obviously got some shit going on the camera. It ain't fake, and I'm speaking in God knows how many different languages, so there's something going on with God here. And we need some help because it's gonna happen again, because this is just a little bit. I only fasted it for maybe 3 or 4 days for at a time, because I was scared to fast so much because it was showing up on the camera really bright. And this is just a taste of it. It's nothing like it came before. There's hours and hours and hours and days and weeks and months that I lost just because I didn't realize what it was until I came here and seen Maya. And I said, well, fuck. There's Maya. I can't deny it anymore. It is what it is. God, I asked for a sign if I was anointed or not. And here it is in front of my fucking face. And I have to go do what you told me to. And God said I had to go check myself in somewhere safe, so I could take a 40-day fast and let him videotape me safe somewhere, because he's going to do this for me again. And he wants him to x-ray me while I speak in tongues and all that shit. Because he's going to show up on a camera for me and tell Kennedy to take those two videos together. It's psychiatric ward and tell him what's going on.